Nestle's Ever-Ready, the instant cocoa. Nestle's Quick for great chocolate milk. And Nestle's chocolate bars now present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corry, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol! In today's transcribed Space Patrol adventure, Buzz is at the controls of a strange spaceship in another galaxy. Happy is nearby in the Terra 5. In contact by miniature spaceophone, they plan to rescue a fellow Space Patrol pilot.
That enemy ship is gaining on Northfield, Commander. If I pulled ahead now, maybe I could throw him off.
No, Happy. He'd get you and Northfield both. I'd stand a better chance than you because I'm in an enemy ship.
Hey, that's great. Hey, he'll think you're his buddy.
Now stick close, Hap, as though the Terra 5 were still captured.
Yes, sir. If we can fool that enemy pilot for a few minutes more, we can rescue Northfield. Uh-oh. Commander, this is terrible.
What is it, Hap?
I just picked up the enemy commander's spacephone channel. He knows we've escaped. He just gave that enemy pilot orders to blast both our ships.
We'll return in just a moment with a thrilling story, The Lost Galaxy.
Say, Commander, you coming to the Christmas party today?
Sure I have. Wouldn't miss it for anything. Space Patrol parties have always been so warm and jolly, just like family Christmas get-together.
Gee, they certainly are a treat for those of us who don't get to go home. And say, you ought to see what Captain Toothbelt has cooked up for refreshments.
I knew you'd be in on that.
Well, shucks, as head of the entertainment committee, I had to be sure everything would be right. And, well, of course, I wanted to help, so, well, let's see. What was I saying now? Oh, yeah. We've got a whole raft of sensational Toll House cookies made with Nestle's cookie mix and Nestle's semi-sweet morsels. And brownies, and plenty of fancy cookies, too. A couple of platters of them.
That's for me.
Wait, that's not all. We've got all Nestle's chocolate bars. Milk chocolate, almond, crunch, and the new coconut bar. Big ones, too.
Sounds fine. Go on.
Well, we'll have our choice of drinks. Cold chocolate milk made with Nestle's Quick or Nestle's Ever-Ready for hot cocoa.
Oh, that's a splendid spread, huh? I really must congratulate the food committee. Oh, just one thing. Try not to eat all that good food before the rest of the gang gets there, will you?
Smoking rockets, Commander. Well, smoking rockets is all I can say. Of course, there'll be plenty of food for everybody, but, well, if I were you, I wouldn't get there too late.
And now, today's Space Patrol adventure, The Lost Galaxy. A United Planets Space Observatory out beyond the Pluto orbit has been picking up strange electromagnetic impulses from a remote part of the galaxy. Tests revealed a pattern that scientists could interpret only as signals, radio signals produced by intelligent beings in an uncharted region of space. Commander Corry dispatched 4 star-drive spaceships to investigate. Equipped with transmitters that operate through hyperspace, the expedition kept up its regular schedule of reports for 2 days. But now, for 24 hours, not one of the 4 ships has been heard from. Buzz has called Cadet Happy to his central office in Space Patrol headquarters on the man-made planet Terra.
Did we finally get word from Expedition Enigma, Commander?
No, Hap. I'm worried. The last report was received 24 hours ago from Captain Northfield.
We missed 12 reports.
Yes. Whatever happened must have happened to all the ships simultaneously.
Yeah. Or one of them could have spacephoned the warden.
We know from our own experience that hyperspace transmission of signals is not as perfect.
Hey, how about that space observatory out there on Pluto? Are they still receiving those mysterious signals?
Yes, that proves nothing. Those signals are coming through regular space. Past the point where we last heard from Northfield about 500,000 light years ago.
Yeah, that's right. Tell us a thing about what's happening out there now.
There's one way to find out. We'll go after them.
I'm all for that, sir, but how will we know where they are?
One thing's certain. We'll be 500,000 light years closer than we are now. Let's go.
Now, for the first time in the entire history of the vast Black-Sock star system, an atmosphere of tense excitement pervades the headquarters of the Guardian of the Galaxy. Only Makor, the Guardian, retains his usual calm as he discusses alarming news with his chief aide, Sindrana.
You have heard the report, I suppose, Sindrana?
Yes, Michael. Can I assume you want me to issue a denial of this preposterous rumor and spread it throughout the galaxy?
It is not a rumor. It is fact. Spaceophone conversation in an unknown language have been picked up at several different points.
But do you realize what you're saying, Excellency? You are saying that there is intelligent life outside of the Black-Sock star system.
Certainly. Isn't that why we have a guardian? There is no danger of attack from inside. Therefore, our function is to be prepared for trouble from outside.
But that's just superstition, a fairy tale, a game children play. The idea that Graxon should be attacked...
Then, Branagh, are you accusing me of being a figurehead?
No,
Or that this service is a farce, a mockery?
no, Maytor. It's just that for generations there's been no sign of intelligent life anywhere but in Graxon.
Just the same. When the signals intercepted, 4 spaceships are moving through our galaxy.
There isn't much danger. 4 ships couldn't conquer the galaxy.
The signals we have picked out may be merely the advance count of a vast fleet of ships. These scouts must be located and destroyed.
But their weapons may be far more powerful than ours. A race of beings that could come here from another galaxy. Why, they must surpass us in intelligence.
Yes, the way we surpass a toad. Thanks to our far-sighted ancestors who planned our defense 30 generations ago, we won the entire effort.
We have so few armed spaceships, and not enough men trained to fly what ship we have.
One weapon is already in operation. The electronic signal deflector.
If the enemy is already within our galaxy, what good will it do?
It will keep him from contacting any of his attack force at a great distance from our solar system. And at a closer distance, the curved signals will confuse the enemy.
Our own ships will also be confused.
Yes, but to a lesser degree. Some of our ships have deflection detectors, so they can compensate for the effect. If we work fast and efficiently, we can rid ourselves of the intruder.
I shall be glad to offer my services in any way.
You will take a starship and blast off immediately to a point near to the perimeter of our galaxy. Now, here are your detailed orders.
Meantime, Buzz and Happy and the Terra 5 have emerged from Star Drive at the approximate point where Captain Norfield gave his last report. While Happy carefully watches the viewscopes, Buzz makes repeated attempts to contact the missing Space Patrol ships.
Men of Corry aboard Terra 5, calling all units of Expedition Enigma. Corry to all units of Expedition Enigma. No sighting jet, Commander.
Ships may be out of range, Hap. Probably still heading toward the interior of the galaxy.
And on top of that, they're spreading out in different directions.
My guess is they wanted to Star Drive again so they could reach the source of those signals a lot quicker.
Yeah. And when they came out, something happened before they could space them back to Terra.
Try once more and look in the Star Drive.
Men of Corry aboard Terra 5, calling units of Expedition Enigma. Give me some sort of signal if you can as I call your names. Lieutenant Beaker. Lieutenant Stitter. Lieutenant Marsden. Captain Norfield.
Norfield here, Commander.
Inland Comets at last.
Well, it's good to hear your voice, Captain. Are you in trouble?
No, outside of being a trifle lost.
What about the other boys?
I haven't heard from any of them for several hours, Commander. After we found out, they had trouble making contact by spaceable.
Have you been making your reports to Terra?
Yes, sir. 2-hour intervals. Haven't they been received?
Our last contact with you was your 1,600-hour report yesterday.
I haven't heard any Space Patrol signals since that time either, until now. Whatever the interference was, it's okay now. Reading you fine, just as clear as if you were in this galaxy.
Norfield, I am in the galaxy. Happy and I blasted off to see what had happened to you.
Well, now that you're here, sir, I can tell you this. It's good to have company.
Something is wrong, Norfield.
It's my instruments, Commander. The astrogation bank especially. They're out of adjustment. That's one of the reasons I lost contact with the other ships.
What was the last contact?
With Lieutenant Stitter, sir. He said he had sighted a planet that looked pretty good and he was going to investigate it.
Why, pretty good. Did he mean he was receiving those mysterious signals from it?
I assumed he meant that, Commander, that being the purpose of the expedition. Right then he faded out. After that, I noticed that my spaceaphone fix on Stitter didn't check with my astrogation instrument.
This is serious, Norfield. If your astrogation instruments are off, you can't plot a hyperspace vector for a return to Terra. And at this 500,000 light-year distance, the error could be tremendous.
Yes, I know. I've been trying to locate the trouble.
Well, hold your present vector. We'll follow your spaceaphone signal until we pick you up on our viewscope.
Very good, sir.
You've got to correct those instruments of yours, Captain. Put on your ID signal and we'll write it in.
In his headquarters, Makor, the guardian of Graxok, has finally contacted his chief aide, Sindrana, after considerable difficulty.
I've been trying to contact you. What have you been up to?
Sorry, Excellency. It's these deflection fields. They're playing havoc with communications.
Have you located any of the enemy ships?
Not visually, Mick. However, I have picked up 2 space phone conversations. That is, I assume they were conversations.
Okay. Isn't your translator working?
I've tried all the regular circuit combinations for the galaxy languages, Mick. I don't think our translator will handle non-galaxy speech.
All right. Don't waste any more time. They are probably exchanging information for an attack. The quicker you destroy them, the better. The Alpha Ray will destroy all forms of life higher than ours. It was designed for this specific purpose.
It's hard to have confidence in a weapon that one has never seen used, and one that hasn't even been tested for 10 centuries.
It will work. It was designed according to scientific principles. When directed properly toward our enemies, the Alpha Ray will destroy them. Proceed as commander.
With Captain Northfield's identification signals sounding in their spaceophone receiver, Buzz and Happy speed to contact their fellow space patroller.
Hey, what's happening to the signal? We're getting closer to Northfield, so we should be coming in stronger.
There's a strange drift operating here, huh? Electromagnetic drift. We'll hold this back, but maybe it'll clear up again.
Commander, the view scope. There's a ship.
Good. Apparently the drift isn't affecting the view scope frequency.
For a minute there, I was afraid we'd lost Captain Northfield.
And we're a few DUs closer. We'll try contacting him on another frequency.
Captain's transmitter must have failed completely, sir. As close as we are to his ship, we surely ought to
Hap.
be able to...
That's not a space patrol ship.
Hey, it sure is. But then what ship is it?
Probably a patrol ship from this galaxy investigating us. Put on the frequency scanner. See if we can pick up a signal from him. I'll put in a translator.
Right, sir.
Where's Vodny, Mark? Donya Grobek Cyrilla.
Hold it there. Yes, sir.
Vidyalano. Ai, Rip, Toba, was out of fun.
Is he talking to us?
Type some other translator settings. It's another voice. Same channel.
The Sani Prozline. Plane.
He sure sounds excited.
Miss Boba, Rek, Riara. The enemy is in range.
You got it, sir.
Waste no more time. Destroy them.
Make him understand. Hap. Put on the translator.
Yes, sir.
Sindrana, this is the pilot of the ship you regard as an enemy. Can you hear me?
Michael, you hear that? Hear what? That voice that spoke to me by name in our language. Rakzok.
Yes, I spoke to you. I have an instrument that can translate most languages. We're here on a peaceful mission.
They say they're on a peaceful mission. Can you hear them? No, I can't. You have your orders. Destroy them. Very well, Michael. I will use the ultimate.
Stand the rest, Hap. Fire at him. Port and stop. I can't move.
I've used the ultra-ray, Maycoy. The enemy is destroyed.
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment.
Say, Dad, let's go around and see Captain Toothbell and see how the Christmas party's coming along. Hi there, Captain Toothbell.
Oh, hi, Tony.
Miss Carol asked me to come over and see if there was anything I could do to help her.
Well, Tony, it's mighty nice of you to drop in, and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, Captain. This boss has some extra cookies that Carol baked for us. Look, she made lots of Tool House cookies with Nestle's Cookie Mix and Tinny Sweet Morsels. And here are brownies. Oh, boy, and Santa Claus cookies and chocolate pinwheels. Gee, it makes me hungry just to think about it. Can I have another?
Hey, easy there, Tony. Let's not eat up the whole party before it starts.
Okay. Say, I hope you've got plenty of Nestle's chocolate bars.
Why, sure thing. See, this whole basket's full of milk chocolate, almond, crunch, and the new Nestle's coconut bar. How's that?
Out of this universe. I'm glad you got the big size. What's to drink?
Plenty of milk in the thermo freeze and plenty of Nestle's Quick, so we can make all the delicious chocolate milk you can drink. And a big supply of Nestle's Ever-Ready Cocoa for all those who want something hot.
Smokin' rocket. If this party isn't the greatest, well, it ought to be super cosmic.
Well, Tony, I certainly hope so. The gang's been looking forward to Christmas and our little celebration. But right now, we better get the presents sorted and piled up. Now, no fair peeking. I'll see you at the party later.
Boy, you can bet on that. I'll be the first through the door. I want to be sure Hap doesn't beat me to the refreshments.
And now, back to our Space Patrol adventure, The Lost Galaxy. Buzz and Happy are in a remote galaxy to find 4 lost Space Patrol ships. Fearing an invasion, the Guardian of the Galaxy dispatched his chief aide, Sindrana, to destroy every strange ship encountered. Using his electronic translator, Buzz was able to establish contact with Sindrana. Despite the commander's protest that he was on a peaceful mission, Sindrana discharged a weapon that for centuries has been kept in readiness for a possible invader. Confident that he's destroyed his enemy, Sindrana reports to Makor, guardian of the Graxox star system.
The enemy ship is continuing its original course, Makor.
Have you changed your course, Sandrana?
Yes, as a test. The ship is not attempting to follow me. Therefore, its pilot and other occupants, if any, have been eliminated by the Ultra Ray.
Well, then board it. By studying the controls, you will probably be able to cut off its power. Then it can be easily brought to our main spaceport.
Very good. I'll board this ship.
Be very careful. Be sure the seal is tight around the airlock before you enter.
But I'll be using a spacesuit.
Of course you will. But I want to preserve the air within their ship. It will tell us about the type of worlds they come from.
There may be a period when I'll be out of contact with you. The space phone in my spacesuit isn't powerful enough to reach your headquarters.
Then simply relay it to your ship transmitter. Now hurry. Get aboard that enemy ship.
Meantime, Buzz and Happy lie motionless on the deck of the Terra-5, just as they fell when Sindrana discharged the Ultra Ray. Moments pass. Then a slight movement, a twitch of Happy's fingers. Now the commander's eyelids flicker.
Are you okay? Yes, sir. Sort of numb, fuzzy-headed. I can move my arms a little bit now. Wow, that Ultra Ray, whatever it is, sure packs a wallop. Yes, but lucky for us, not as much as it was supposed to.
I'm in the airlock of the enemy ship, Nico.
It's coming out of our spacesuit.
Be sure there is no leak as you enter the ship.
The outer hatch is closed tight. Now I'm opening the inner hatch. Makor,
What is the matter?
these creatures, these beings from another galaxy. Two of them lying here in the control compartment.
Stop gibbering. Naturally, they are grotesque monsters. They cannot work.
You don't understand. Makor, they're human. They're just like you and me, human beings.
Not for appearance, perhaps, but the Ultra Ray destroyed all that was really different about them. They're super intelligent.
Yes. I've just looked at my atmosphere analyzer unit. The air in this ship is similar to that on many of our planets. I'm going to take a chance and lift my helmet facepiece.
Ordinary air. And the temperature is very comfortable.
Now get to work and figure out their controls.
Yes, right away. Strange that beings with heads no larger than ours are capable of such vast intelligence.
You are trying my patience, Sindrana.
Just one close look. Amazing. Different clothes. They could pass for an inhabitant of any of our... They're alive. You bet we are. I'll handle them, Hap. Makor, they're alive. They're...
It's Sindrana. What's happening out there? Answer me.
Hap, get off our space. I'm trying to cut off some diamonds. Yes, sir.
Sindrana, is something wrong? Can you hear me? Are we having trouble with the reception again?
Transmitter's off. Cut the receiver, too. Can you handle that guy, sir? Yes. We'll get one of those portable translators. We'll need it to talk to somebody. Okay, Commander. While I'm talking to him, you try to pick up that ID signal from Captain Norfield's ship. Right, sir. Hey, here's the miniature translator, sir. I'll adjust it for you. And that's the reading for the big job on the control panel. Hold still, you. Clip it to my belt. I'll explain things to Sindrana. We'd better hurry. He's half out of his mind with terror. It should work now, sir. Thank you. Now listen, Sindrana. Calm it down. You won't get hurt. I'll let you go now. But don't try anything. We have weapons here that are a little more effective than your Ultra Ray. Understand? I understand. I came here to rescue 4 scout ships on a scientific mission. Our scientists picked up spaceophone signals from your galaxy. They sent out an expedition to find out where they came from. I see you don't believe me. It's the truth. Anyway, the expedition's reports were cut off. Apparently, there's some sort of interference originating in this galaxy. Then our reflecting field is successful. You can't contact your invasion fleet. Reflecting field? Yes. Electromagnetic waves, including spacephone signals, are slightly bent. Yes. And between galaxies, the error would be enormous. Yeah, it's like playing billiards with a bent cue on a warped table. Really? One of your super-intelligent games. Not the way I play it. Hey, Commander. I picked up Captain Norfield. Good. I'll try to contact him. Keep an eye on him. Yes, sir. Commander Corry aboard Terra 5 calling Captain Norfield. Commander Corry to Captain Norfield.
Norfield here, Commander, and busy.
What's the trouble?
Seems I'm not popular in this galaxy, sir. Some of the local talents on my tail throwing go-away presents at me, and they're not candy and flowers.
Explosives?
A large economy size.
We got something a little different, but we're okay now. How many ships are after you?
Just one, but he'll do. I fired everything at him but the space rations. Now I'm down to evasive tactics only.
Keep your ID signal on. We'll join you. Corry out.
Thanks, Commander. I'll be seeing you. I hope.
Sindrana, get on the space phone and call off that attack.
Even if you force me, I have no authority over that other Draxock pilot. Makor is in supreme command.
All right, Happy, don't waste time. Got to separate our ship from Sindrana's, but if you maneuver, then we'll catch up at Norfield. Yes, you take the controls. I'll take Sindrana into his ship. Now get going, Sindrana. Into the airlock.
In the Draxock ship a moment later, Buzz forces the half-frightened and half-defiant Sindrana to the control panel.
All right, Sindrana. Cut your ship loose from ours. No tricks.
You can't force me to fight against my own people.
If you weren't so thick-headed, you'd understand there's no reason for a fight. Now call off that pilot. We'll leave you alone. All we want to do is get back to our own galaxy.
Cadet Happy to Commander Corry.
Corry here, Hap. Sindrana's acting stubborn. He won't cut Terra 5 loose.
Sir, I've just sighted Norfield in the viewscope. The Draxock pilot is giving him a rough time, sir.
So we'll join the battle, Hap. You have to do all the work. You'll find it tough to overcome the extra inertia of this ship, plus its rocket blast.
Yeah, like being in a boxing match with a keg of nails under one arm. But if I can get on another pilot's tail and fly a fairly straight approach, well, I can let him have a blast with our atom cannons.
That's the way it'll have to be, Hap.
Right. If that pilot sees them firing at him, he's going to fire back. And we'll be as helpless as a couple of sitting ducks with locked wings.
Wait, I'll cut your ship loose.
I thought you'd change your mind.
There. The ship was separated. But I won't join the fight.
Hap, you're free. The Terra 5 is on its own now.
Commander, the enemy ship is gaining on Norfield. If I pulled ahead now, maybe I could draw him off.
No, Hap. We'd get you and Norfield both. I'd stand a better chance because I'm in one of the Draxock ships.
Hey, that's great.
Now stick close, Hap, as though the Terra 5 was still captured.
Yes, sir. Yeah, if we can keep that guy fooled for a few minutes more, we can rescue Norfield. Uh-oh. Hey, Commander, this is terrible.
What is it, Happy?
I just picked up the enemy commander's spacephone channel. He knows we've escaped. He just gave that enemy pilot orders to blast both our ships.
We heard that, Sindrana. You're in for it.
Let me take this ship away from here.
If you run out, Happy will have to blow up that other ship. The pilot is with your own galaxy. Don't you want to save him?
He has his orders for Makor.
Now, look. Just stun him with your ultimate. The way you did Happy and me, it won't hurt him. It'll save his life. You can tell Makor it was an accident.
Commander, shall I go after that Draxock pilot?
Fire some bracket shots around him to get him off Norfield. I'm going to try to operate the ultra-ray myself.
You can't do it. Even with your superior intelligence, a theory I'm beginning to doubt.
Let's go, you see. Let's see. This control might be right. No, second.
While you're playing with those controls, my fellow Draxock pilot will destroy your friend Happy.
Keep still and let me alone. Let's see.
Now, Corry. Great, the strategy worked. I knew I would get you off guard. Now, step back. You try to interfere, I'll use your own weapon on you.
What are you going to do?
Yes. I'm going to focus the ultra-ray on your Terra 5 and take Happy out of the fight. Change our course a bit. So, now the ultra-ray.
Don't touch that switch.
I'm in charge now, Corry. When I throw this switch, your cadet will be... Stand back, Corry. I'll fire. I warn you.
I'll take my gun back, Sindrana. I forgot to tell you the safety design. The gun won't fire unless you press this lock. Like this.
Let me take the gun away from you.
Okay, Jim. I'm going to find out how the ultra-ray works. So I'll let you see.
Commander, Sindrana's pal is firing at us. Shall I let him have it?
No, Hap. This ultra-ray will take care of him. Stay where you are, Sindrana. This will take. I hope that got him.
I think it did, sir. He was using evasive action all over space, and now he's on a straight vector.
Keep an eye on him, Hap. Sindrana, call Makor. What for? Get on that space phone and tell him what happened to his pilot. I'll tell him.
Chief Aide Sindrana calling Makor, guardian of Draxock.
Makor to former Chief Aide Sindrana. Boy, had you.
It wasn't my fault. The ultra-ray is a failure.
Not quite, Makor. You took care of your other assassin.
What? What's that, Sindrana?
One of the invaders. He turned the ultra-ray and my ship on our other pilot.
Yes, and right now he's unconscious and headed out of the galaxy. If you want to save him, you'd better listen to reason.
Use the ultra-ray on one of our people? Barbaric! You invader!
We're not invaders. All we want to do is get out of your galaxy and return home. Now cut off your electromagnetic deflectors so we can set an accurate vector on our star drive.
If I cut off the deflectors, your whole attack force will stream into our galaxy.
We don't have an attack force, but suppose we did. Suppose you took a chance and got home with your 2 men, Sindrana and that pilot. We'd know the secret of your deflectors, your ships, and all your defenses. We'll give Sindrana a chance to rescue that other pilot. We can bring both your ships safely back to base.
Please, Excellency. Do as he says.
All right, Corry. I'll order the deflectors cut off.
Fine. Happy, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Sindrana and I will overtake that other ship at Maycause. Now cut off the translators. Someone may be listening.
Yes, sir. All clear, sir.
Trail me to the other ship. I know a few rope tricks that'll keep Sindrana and his pal from using their alter rays and space cannon until we're on our way in Terra 5.
Yes, sir.
We've got a job to do before we return to Terra. We've got to find those other 3 ships of the expedition.
Captain Norfield, Commander. Pardon my interrupting, but can I get in on this project?
Now, it's back to Terra for you, Norfield. Hap and I can handle it.
I don't doubt that, Commander. Thanks for saving my life. And I want to include Cadet Happy in on that, too.
We'll see you on Terra, Captain. Hap and I have got a few chores to do.
Good luck, Commander. Norfield out.
Say, Commander, something's been bothering me. I feel sort of insulted.
Insulted? How?
Well, about that Ultra Ray. It's supposed to destroy intelligent people. And it only stunned us. I guess we must be pretty dumb.
Well, think of it this way, huh? Would you have felt any better if the Alter Ray had proved you were a genius?
Gee, no. I wouldn't be around to feel anything. I guess sometimes it's smart to be stupid.
An action preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure in just a moment.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey, that's pretty good. Say, Hap, Dick, Carol, Robbie, Tony, everybody. It was a wonderful party and the best Christmas day we've ever had. The presents, entertainment, and Nestle's refreshments, it couldn't have been better. I want to thank one and all.
Now I'd like to make a little speech. And this is serious, Jane. To all our radio friends, I'd like to wish the very happiest of Christmases. We're real glad to have had you with us at our party today, and we hope you'll be around for lots more parties to come.
And I'd like to add a word from the Nestle Company, which sends its sincerest wishes for a merry and warm Christmas to all of its friends from coast to coast. Have a wonderful day.
And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Buzz and Happy have landed on a strange planet in a remote galaxy. In their spacesuits, they've boarded a stranded spaceship to rescue a fellow space patroller. Buzz carries the wounded pilot into the airlock.
Open the outer hatch, Hap.
Yes, sir. Hey, what's that sound?
Take a look outside.
Commander, that stream of liquid, or that metal, or whatever it is rising up all around the ship. And the ladder's gone. Dissolved.
Hap, we're stranded in a river of corrosive acid. If we don't get out of here, it'll dissolve the entire ship and us with it.
Be sure to join us next week for the thrilling Space Patrol story, Ambush in Space. Space Patrol, created by Mike Moser, starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corry and Lynn Osborn as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston, produced and directed by Larry Robertson, executive producer Helen Moser. Other players were Bela Kovacs, Ken Mayer, Norman Jolly, and Tony Sides. Dick Tufeld speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday for exciting action on Space Patrol! This week's Space Patrol was brought to you by Nestle's Eveready, the instant cocoa, Nestle's Quick for great chocolate milk, and famous Nestle's chocolate bars. This program is broadcast for Armed Forces overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Space Patrol came to you transcribed from Hollywood.
This is ABC Radio Network.